Hi, Namaste. This is Professor Sridhar here, your IMC Integrated Marketing Communication subject faculty from the Department of Management Studies, KSSEM. Today I am going to brief you very important aspects in IMC. IMC, as we all know, Integrated Marketing Communication, the name itself says it is you are going to integrate all different channels to communicate about your product or services. Hope you understand. It is through different channels. You're going to unify different channels, and through that you're going to communicate to your end customers about your product or services, and you should communicate the same. The unity in message is very important, and this is very important, for example, using social media, public relation, advertising, through different channels you are going to communicate to your end customers. The another important concept you need to remember is reasons for the growing importance of IMC. Why IMC has been increasing day by day, the importance is increasing day by day. One is the shifting marketing expenditure from media advertising to other forms of promotion. Okay, because companies have realized today you need to invest money, you need to expenditure a lot of money for the advertisement, and the rapid growth of the internet and social media. So we know what is the to what extent it is growing today, the rapid growth of internet and the shift in marketing power from manufacturer to retailers. Retailers are also gaining a lot of power today. So because of this shift is also there is a huge growth in IMC, and the rapid growth and development of database marketing. Today we are talking about database marketing, using customers' data, how effectively you can reach your customers, how effectively you can communicate about your product or services, and demands for greater accountability from advertising agency and changes in the way agencies are compensated. So these are the main reasons for the growing importance of IMC. And you need to remember another concept like promotion mix. Promotion mix is a specific combination of promotional methods used for a product or family of the products. So the different elements of promotional mix are advertising, direct marketing, interactive or internet marketing, sales promotion, publicity, public relations, and personal selling. Remember, these are the important elements in promotional mix. The chances are more that they may ask a question called as a IMC planning model. Okay, IMC planning model. How are they going to? Companies are going to design this model of IMC. The different steps are like this. One is a review of marketing plan. Okay, before you are going to design your IMC model, you need to first look at your what is your marketing plan. Okay, so what exactly your marketing strategies, whether your short-term goals, long-term goals. So many aspects you need to consider. So the first step is it is review of marketing plan, promotional program, situation analysis. Okay, at present, what is the company's situation analysis, and analysis of the communication process. Okay, what exactly your present communication process, and budget determination. Okay, how are you going to allocate the budget, and develop integrated marketing communication programs. Okay, through these steps you're going to follow, whether advertising, sales promotion, PR, personal selling, direct marketing, internet marketing. So all this you're going to identify, then integrate and implement of marketing communication strategies through different channels, and at the end monitor, evaluate, and control promotional programs. Whatever you have designed, okay, once you implement, you're going to monitor and evaluate and control your promotional program. This is a typical format of your IMC planning model. Types of advertisement: there is a type of advertisement called as a surrogate advertising, service advertising, trade advertising, industrial advertising, and service advertising, consumer advertising, non-profit advertising. These are the different types of advertising. Advertising based on the in which domain it is working. For example, trade related advertising, and surrogate advertising. The indirectly they are going to promote through, for example, Kingfisher soda. This is a surrogate advertising. So because they cannot advertise directly, liquor is banned. So they are going to promote indirectly through water bottles or soda. There is a surrogate advertising. And industrial advertising about industrial products, and service advertising, consumer product advertisement, consumer advertising. These are very simple types of advertising. Yeah. So the next question is advertisement in different product life cycle stages. Okay, that is your introduction, growth, maturity, saturation, decline. In each different stages, what kind of advertisement and what is the amount of budget you require for the advertisement? That is another important question you need to remember, because initially at the introduction of the stage, obviously you need to invest more money, more advertisement is required, and as company grows, introduction growth, and when it comes to maturity and saturation, it's almost it's going to die. So again, you need to increase your awareness. You need to communicate very effectively about your product. Again, your budget is very high, so that's how you need to remember how the advertisement is going to depends based on the different product life cycle. Another concept called as a celebrity endorsement. Okay, celebrity endorsement is basically company is going to hire celebrities to promote your product, and it has some advantages and disadvantages. The major benefits, of course, celebrities can differentiate the brand very well. Okay, immediately we can recall, based on the celebrities, we can remember the brand, we can recall the brand. Celebrities break clutter, celebrities help in commodity branding, and celebrities represent brand personality. Okay, there are disadvantages also, because basically it's very costly, and sometimes they are going to overshadow of your product, or the perceptual errors will be there. There's a major disadvantages of this celebrity advertisement. So the next concept is appeal. That is very important in advertisement, because when you watch any advertisement, what exactly a company is going to appeal, that is very important. So every advertisement will have different types of appeal. So there may be some questions about you need to write what are the different types of appeal. So one is a fear appeal. So I need not to explain, you all know very well about that. Okay, how some advertisement they project like that if you don't use our product, it's going to increase your risk, something like that. Okay, they're going to create a fear in the mind of customers, so that they want to purchase the product or services. So that way creating fear appeal, and humor appeal. We know the fun aspect in the advertisement. For example, Zuzu, Vodafone advertisement. And music appeal. Okay, Taj Mahal, A.R. Rahman music. Okay, people remember advertisement because of this musical appeal. And scarcity appeal. Okay, if you don't purchase now, you don't get it anymore. Something like that, creating a scarcity appeal. And rational appeal, and brand appeal, personal appeal, social appeal, sensitivity appeal, youth appeal. So based on the different category, the different for example, the target group, they will have a appeal with respect to the advertisement. These are the different types of appeal involved in the advertisement. After advertisement, you need to remember about ad agencies, advertisement agencies. Okay, there are agencies are professionally responsible to come out with a very good advertisement, and people who are working in the ad agencies are professionally trained, okay, in the field of ad making. So advertisement agencies, there are different types of advertisement agencies, like full service agencies. They're going to provide each and everything. For example, you don't know who is your target market, and you don't have any data, your actual customers characteristics you don't know. Okay, so they're going to identify your target area, they're going to do the groundwork, they're going to get the data. So even statistical data analysis, everything they're going to provide all complete services called as a full service agencies. And creative boutiques, they are only a creative head. Okay, only some creative touch they're going to give for your advertisement. And media specialist companies, so these companies are highly trained, highly specialized in media identification, because sometimes you don't know for your company, for your product, for your target customers, which is a right channel for your product. Sometimes you are not aware, or you don't know. Okay, so that time these companies work practically, and they try to get the details, and they are highly specialized. Okay, which media is suitable for your product, for your services. Okay, or if it is TV, digital media or print media, whatever it is, and they go very in depth. For example, if it is digital media, or electronic media, okay, TV, which program, okay, what should be the ideal time for your product advertisement, like that. Okay, they are highly specialized. They're called as a media specialist companies. These are the important three types of ad agencies. An important question is what is the criteria to select an ad agency? Okay, you are going to select the ad agency. Okay, on what basis you are going to select the ad agency? There are different parameters we have to look at. One is a financial aspect. Okay, whether that ad agency is going to match with your budget requirement, and that ad agency, their creative ability, their services in the industry, whether are they fresher, or do they have some good experiences? What is their background? Okay, what are the major projects they have undergone till now? Okay, their achievements. Okay, what are the awards they have got? Okay, for example, best ad agency in the year 2010, 2020. Okay, so what are the awards, their rewards, their significance in the market, their status? So many aspects, their services, their what kind of services they are going to provide. Okay, and how creative it is, and compatibility. Okay, and what is the agency team, how effectively they are working. So many aspects you need to look at before you're going to select the advertisement agency. In advertisement, Dagmar approach, DAGMAR, Dagmar approach, defining advertisement goal for measuring effectiveness. I repeat, defining advertisement goal for measuring advertising effectiveness. Okay, so you need to define what are the goals of your advertisements, then you're going to compare, then you're going to evaluate the effectiveness of advertisement. That is called Dagmar approach. Remember this. Another question is developing media plan. Okay, how do you develop media plan? The first stage is market analysis, and the second step is establishment of media objective. Okay, what exactly is your media objective? And third one is media strategy development and implementation, and fourth one is evaluation and follow up. These are the steps involved in the media development plan. What are the problems involved in this media planning? For example, I need to plan about the media, selection of the media, but what problems are involved? Basically, insufficient information. Sometimes I don't have a proper information, so I may end up with going for a wrong media selection. Okay, insufficient information and inconsistent terminology. Sometimes I don't, using the jargons I may not understand. Time pressure. Okay, there will be too much of time pressure. Within that time, stipulated time, you need to come out with a good advertisement. Otherwise, your competitors are going to rule the market. Difficulty in measuring effectiveness. Sometimes you come out with a very good advertisement, but unfortunately, your audience, your customers are not receiving properly. It is miserably failure, and ad is really good, and sometimes the response is good, but it is not increasing the sales. So there are a lot of complexity involved in measuring advertisement effectiveness. Always like types of media, its advantages, disadvantages. So study thoroughly your types of different medias. Okay, and your advertising, your especially with respect to print media, digital media, okay, electronic media, and these media's advantages, disadvantages, that you should study very thoroughly. It is always kind of expect. For example, components of print advertisement, there is called as headlines. Okay, its importance, and what are the types of headlines: direct headline, indirect headline, news oriented headline, and the question headline, commanding headline. So body copy, short body copy, long body copy, like that. There are different aspects that are involved in print media itself, like that electronic media, digital media, and social media. All these different media, its advantages, disadvantages, its process. So that you need to study, very very important. Importantly, you also should remember direct marketing, its advantages, and the limitations of direct marketing, and comparison with advertisement and direct marketing. What is the difference? That is very important. Direct marketing advantages. Advantages is basically you are going to reach the customers directly, so that you can give a practical demo. You can convincing is very easy when you are directly meeting the customers. Convincing is very easy. Handling queries, handling questions are very very easy. I mean, very effectively you can handle the questions. Okay, and you can meet the customers directly, and you can convince. Okay, it is possible to give a very good demo, and there are disadvantages also. For example, it is very costly. You need to hire a lot of people, sales executives, and more than anything and everything, you need to train them very effectively, because they are like brand ambassador for your company. When they go to meet some customers, if they don't speak properly, if they don't handle the customers properly, that is going to create a great damage for your company. Okay, so you need to train them very effectively for direct marketing. So like this, there are so many disadvantages of public relation is also another important aspect in IMC. What is public relation and its advantages, disadvantages? Okay, how important it is your press conference, okay, press meet, and how we are going to build a rapport with the public, and what are the important limitations of public relation. So this is another important in IMC. The very last topic of IMC is a monitoring, control, and evaluation of your advertisement. Okay, why you need to measure the effectiveness of advertisement? There are some advantages, because if you don't measure, you cannot control. Okay, and you need to measure to understand the effectiveness, the quality of advertisement, the reachability. Okay, and the width and depth can be understood very easily, and for that you need to measure the effectiveness. And there are some concept called as why you should not measure before you're going to come out with advertisement. It's in the concept, okay, the script level. Okay, from there you're going to test the effectiveness of advertisement, called as a pre-testing and post-testing. Post-testing is once advertisement is released, then you're going to evaluate the effectiveness, and pre-testing before you're going to design, launch, execute the advertisement, you're going to plan the pre-testing. It involves your consumer jury method. Okay, there are highly expertise people will be there. They are going to evaluate the effectiveness of advertisement. And on the air test, there are qualitative portfolio test and quantitative techniques, and recalling test and theoretical testing. Okay, you invite some people and you ask them to look at your advertisement concept, and you take their opinion. Theoretical. Okay, so triple association test, recalling test. There are different types of testing in pre-testing. So post testing, once advertisement has come out very effectively, then you're going to evaluate, through Salesforce opinion, through consumers opinion. Okay, there are different techniques in post testing. So this pre-testing, post testing are very important. You need to remember in advertisement control and evaluation techniques. And another important topic, probably it's the last topic in the IMC, that is your international global advertisement. Okay, when you want to give your advertisement globally, you need to look at so many factors like cultural diversity. Okay, and other day I had a discussion about some expert in the ad agency. So he was mentioning the advertisement which is popular in Bangalore, same advertisement may not be very effective in Mysore or in some other state. Okay, so there is a huge cultural diversity and media limitation. Some media may not be effectively working, and production and cost limitation. There is a major limitation when you want to expand your company advertisement globally. The cost is also very high amount of cost is involved, and the risk is also involved. For example, you want to give your advertisement in some other country, you don't know about the country culture, or you don't know their diversity. Okay, simply blindly if you just prepare advertisement, if you go and release the advertisement, the success is very risky always, okay, because you don't know basically about their cultural diversity. And the lack of market data, as I told, sometimes you don't have a proper authentic data. Okay, in Singapore, the kind of people, their characteristics, their personality characteristics, their behavior, their buying pattern. So if you don't have a proper authentic data, again that's going to be greatest problem for your international advertising. And the other aspects are also so many aspects. There are advantages also in global advertisement. You can reach the higher level. Okay, there are so many good and bad, so you need to remember here, that is very important. Another topic is internet advertising, like your banner advertisement, pop-up ads, corporate homepage, and sponsorship and email. These are the different types of internet advertising. Is also very important to remember. Okay, so dear students, I'm sure this video is going to help you to understand some basic concepts of IMC. And if you have any doubts tomorrow when you come to college, okay, we'll meet. If you have any doubts, please talk to me and get it clarified. Okay, I wish you all the very best. And signing off, Professor Sridhar from KSSEM Department of MBA. All the very best. Do well.